Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and we're just going to jump right into this video. I have some of the Dollar Tree stars. I have a scrap piece of wood from Dollar Tree. It's measuring at 7.5 inches. I have 7 of the paint stir sticks from Lowe's. I have paddle wire from Dollar Tree, my same red, white, and blue paints that I have used throughout all of my Patriotic decor videos. I have wood glue, my staple gun. I have a grapevine wreath. It came 2 in a pack, and I believe these came from Michael's. So let's get into it. I am going to start out by getting all of my paint stir sticks painted and my 7.5-inch chunky wood slat and stars painted as well. I'm going to paint my stars all white. They kind of showed up a little bit gray, but I didn't mind it because I'm going for that rustic old weathered look. Make sure that when you paint your paint stir sticks, you look at what side they're on. One side has numbers on it like a ruler, and the other side doesn't. So I just made sure I painted all the sides that did not have any numbers on them, and then I took my Gator sander and I sanded down all of my wood pieces. Now I'm just going to take my paddle wire and I am going to thread it through the holes on the stars and get the stars attached to the grapevine wreath. That is the best way to get this done. Trying to hot glue it would just be a mess because of all of the cutouts in the stars. Glue would just seep everywhere. So paddle wire did the trick. Cutting off what I don't need. And we're going to set that to the side. I love how this distressed, how it sanded down. It came out really pretty. So I'm just going to get my flag together. Yes, we are making a flag if you didn't figure that out already. I'm going to make sure all of my paint stir sticks are all going the same direction. And I'm going to just glue that 7.5-inch chunky wood slat to the top. I used wood glue and hot glue, but quickly realized all I needed was the hot glue because I'm going to flip this over and staple it. So the glue really, the wood glue is not going to even have time to set up. Now that I have it all nice and neat the way I want it, I'm just putting the wreath back on it, and I'm marking my holes where I want the wreath to go because this is going to be wired as well to this flag. Again, I don't think hot glue would hold it. I would have to use too much of it. It would be too messy. So we're just going to wire it down. I'm taking my little pointy tool. I think it's called an awl. I have my awl and I just pointed. I just poked holes through that wood because it's really soft and easy to do. I flipped it over and I added my staples to the back, stapling down all of my paint stir sticks. Again, the wood glue wasn't needed. The hot glue, just to give you a quick hold until you could get it stapled down, was perfect. So now I have wired my wreath to my flag, and I don't like that the bottom of the flag is moving. So I'm just going to add a scrap piece of paint stir stick using hot glue to get that secured so it just sits still. This one is absolutely adorable. I really like it, and I hope you guys do too. It was very hard for me to pick a favorite, so I just ended up putting them in order as to 1, 2, and 3 of the ones I like the best. My first choice, my second choice, my third choice. So I will do that in the final reveal. But again, this came out so adorable. I really like it. You guys, comment down below. As always, let me know which one is your favorite or in which order your favorites fall. I would be glad to hear from you. Moving on to DIY number 2, I'll be using some wood slices that I got from Hobby Lobby. About 6 of those will do in various sizes. I am going to use a leftover ribbon spool. I throw nothing away because I feel like I can repurpose everything. And then I have some toilet paper rolls, and I also have a wrapping paper roll. And I just have the wrapping paper roll to show you how you can cut it down to make it fit what you need. I've got some masking tape and my same paints I've been using. And I have some jute cord, and it is from Walmart. I've got 3 stars, one from Walmart, one from Dollar Tree, and one that I cut out of scrap MDF. And then I have some fabric. This fabric is not traditionally 4th of July, but it has the colors of it, the feel of it, because there's red, white, and blue in it. It's going to work perfect for this DIY. I have this fat quarter from Joann's, and I also have this fabric with the firecrackers on it from Joann's. So we're going to be making some old rustic farmhouse Americana, all of the buzzwords. We're going to be making some spools, some ribbon spools or fabric spools. We're just going to do it in a patriotic way. So I got all my stars painted and I went in with my Gator sander and I distressed them, sanding down the edges. You guys know I love it and I had to do it. So we're just going to take this, I don't know, this little thin cardboard off of the bottom of this ribbon spool. We will not need it. And then I'm going to show you using the larger cardboard roll from wrapping paper just to make it smaller. Cut it down the side or down the middle and then just re-roll it, making it tighter, making it smaller. And I went ahead and attached that or secured it with some masking tape. So now I'm just going to take my jute cord and I'm just going to wrap this. This serves so many purposes. I'm wrapping this to give it texture, which I love texture, dimension, all of the things. And this gives me that farmhouse rustic look. So it gives me texture and it also gives this DIY bulk because we're going to wrap it with the ribbon, but I don't, or the ribbon, with the fabric, but I don't want to use all my fabric to get that bulk or get that look that I want. I'd have to use a lot of fabric. So if you put the twine on first, you get that look of having more fabric than you actually do. And then the third thing that this jute cord does is it gives me somewhere to adhere the glue so that I can attach my wood slices because just trying to put it on that very thin cardboard roll would not work. But that jute cord gives you a little bit more surface area and it sticks really well to the wood slices. I absolutely love how rustic this looks. This is totally my vibe and if I were going to choose a favorite, this would be it. So this is my first choice of the 3 that I'm going to show you. This is this is the number 1 spot, hands down. So after I get the everything glued down, I'm just going to take my fabric, make a little slit in it. I cannot talk today, and just rip it so that it looks frayed and old. And then I'm just going to wrap it around the spool. Attach it with a little hot glue. And this one is just about done. I'm going to take my star, and because spools have holes in the bottom of them, in each um, top and bottom of them, I thought I could poke a hole in this very thin and flimsy wood star, and I ended up breaking it and having to do another one. I was much more careful when I poked the hole in the star the second time around. Then I just hot glued it to the top of the spool. I did the same thing with the white star and the firecracker fabric. And we're going to do one more with this patriotic house and heart fabric. Because the fabric isn't as long, I had to cut 4 pieces of it to give me a little bit more bulk around this spool. Again, you guys came out really cute. I like them so much. Super easy DIY to do. You guys want to take this time to say welcome, welcome, welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so very much for choosing D's Cute and Crafty. I hope you like the channel enough that you will stick around. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well so you never miss out on another cute and crafty DIY with D. And to all my ride or dies, my subscribers that have been with me for a while, thank you so much for coming back. I love you and I'm glad you're here. So I didn't like the white star on the firecracker spool because it seemed like it was too big. So I took it off And I'm going to put it on this taller spool. Works out better that way. How cute are these? And here is finished DIY number 2. They would be absolutely adorable on a tiered tray or just in a vignette the way that you see I have mine sitting here. Definitely number 1 on my list of 1 to 3. You guys see how easy and how quickly they came together, and they were just relaxing and fun to do. Moving on to DIY number 3 and the last one in this video. I have my apple barrel white paint. I have this really pretty patriotic rustic looking decor paper from Hobby Lobby, my glue stick, and one of the Dollar Tree signs. I'm just going to pull this sign apart. I was hoping to be able to just take the word hello off of it, and I don't know what I thought. I thought after I got that off, I would be able to just push the back off of that with the frame intact. That did not happen because the backing is stapled to the frame. So trying to get that apart, the whole thing fell apart. But that's okay. That's part of crafting, and I will craft it back together. I couldn't find my staple remover, so I just used whatever I had on hand to get those staples out of there. Then I sanded it down with my gator. I wasn't too concerned about that paper that was left on the sign because I was going to cover it up with my red, white, and blue craft paper anyway. But you guys, it ended up just falling off. I didn't have to do anything to it. It came off in one piece. And I said, okay, that's a win for me. So now I'm just going to trace around that sign, measure out what I need, get it cut off, and then I am going to just use my glue stick to attach it to the bottom piece of the sign. And I'm not worried that it came up short because of course I'm going to piece it together and make it look really seamless because the paper is already distressed and weathered. Any little cuts or anything you may see just look like it's supposed to be that way. The sign, of course, was easy to do, so easy to do. And it was very relaxing. And matching up those pieces and getting the paper cut out was like putting together a puzzle. So I did enjoy this one. Now that I have everything cut out, I'm just going to hot glue down, hot glue. Nope, I'm going to use my glue stick and get everything glued on. This glue stick is getting old because it keeps, it's coming out weird. You can see how it's coming out. And it's not because I'm using a lot of it. It's just like sticky in a weird kind of way. But it still worked. So I throw nothing away. If I can make it work, it's going to work. So I'm just getting all my pieces down. You guys, if you like this content, if you're enjoying this channel, and I truly hope you are, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. That lets YouTube know you're enjoying my content. They share me out a little bit more so other people can enjoy it as well. And it helps my channel grow. And for that, I'm always grateful. I thank you so much. So now that that's done, I'm just going to trim off what I don't need, and then we're going to work on putting this back together. Sanding down the edges and getting rid of any paper I don't want. And I'm going to take my hello sign and just give it a coat of the white chalk. It's not even chalk paint, it's just white matte paint by Apple Barrel. And after I do that, and just one coat, because we're going to, what? We're going to distress it. So anyway, I'm just going to go around my gator very carefully because this is very flimsy. It's not that solid and you can break it very easily. So I'm just going around the edges of the sign and the wording so I can make it look weathered. And then we're just going to glue everything back together using some hot glue. And then I'll staple it in the back just to make sure everything stays in place. So I'm going to put my wood pieces back on the opposite way that they were on. That brown kind of laminate shiny looking part that you see there was on the outside of the sign. I'm going to put it on the inside of the sign because I like the MDF wood to show on the outside. I just like the look of it better. So we're just going to hot glue everything down. This one was so easy. I don't even know if you can truly call it a craft. I feel like it's just a makeover. We're just giving it a facelift. Now that everything is secure, we're just going to add a few staples to the back and then hot glue the hello word back onto the top. And this one is done. Easy and cute. Finished DIY number 3. You guys, if you're crafting for the 4th of July, if that's your thing, let me know what you're working on. Talk to me in the comments. Okay, you guys, this is the final reveal of all 3 DIYs that I've made for you today. I'm really happy with how they all turned out. I think they're all adorable. Adorable is my word. I just think they're all adorable. And I'm going to tell you the order in which I love them. So, number 1 is going to be the rustic Americana weathered farmhouse looking wood spools that they stole my heart. That's number 1. Number 2 is my flag sign with the wreath on it. I love how rustic it looks, how simple and easy it was. It distressed nicely. And then last but certainly not least is my hello sign. It comes in at a strong number 3. So you guys let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you're going to recreate any of these pieces. And you guys, as always, you know I want you to be blessed, stay safe, and I truly hope I've inspired you to craft something beautiful today. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.